I think the first thing is if you've been doing the same thing for the last 3 or more years in a row,
Yeah.
that's the first place to look, is to be like, all right, zero base it. Pretend you don't have any of your systems. How would you do it from scratch? Call up your advertisers and say, what would your dream sponsorship look like with us?
Right.
What would be the perfect thing that you want there, right? And go back from that. How's this for a travesty of a problem in our organization that we recently uncovered when we did this. We have this podcast for real estate investing.
Right.
Each week, that podcast generates like 200,000. Sorry, every new podcast typically generates well over 200,000 downloads in the first 90 days following release. Okay. The way we structured our contracts forever was this. We said, hey, advertiser, we're going to tell you, you're going to get 200,000 downloads or more from this podcast, and we're going to charge you this fee. The problem was, 1 week out of the quarter, we'll have one that hits 198,000 downloads. And the way our contract is structured, we have to basically reserve the ad when that happens. And it's like, no. And everybody else is getting 50,000 bonus impressions because, over what they're paying for. So we did. And another problem with this is that the contract is only for the first 90 days. But the back catalog, 30 or 90 days, I'm missing it up. But anyways, all of our old shows, users go back and listen to them in a binge format. So they'll just like crush hundreds of these old episodes. I know, because I used to do that for the show to get caught up. And so those are almost more valuable listeners to advertisers because they're really dedicated listening to every single week rather than, whoever happened to listen to that first. They're probably all valuable.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So now I've just created, if you're following me, I got 200,000 weekly, 250,000 weekly back catalog downloads. So now I've got between 250 and 300,000 incremental advertising impressions that I haven't been selling because I've been doing it one way for so long and just been like, boxed in and looking at that. So it's like, I would say zero base